Good boy Paulo. We got us a nice little drinky drink today. Let's see what we got here. Why is it not coming up? Uh-oh. Maybe we're not running live. I think so. Let's check it out. Yeah, we're live as a motherfucker. Live as you can get, man. Do audio check. Yeah, we're live. Yep, audio's good. Live chat opened up. All right, we're happening. So we got us a nice little IPA, a big boy, like 32-ounce can. They didn't have any proper labels, so this is WeldWorks. Oh, we're getting some glare on the shiny can. WeldWorks Juicy Bits. I don't know if you can read that. Look over there. Yeah, not really. WeldWorks Juicy Bits, 6.7% IPA. It's a New England IPA. I do believe I've had either this exact beer or a variation on it. I remember there being like, I think it was like Bloody Bits. It was a blood orange IPA. But this is another one that the big homie Drew Balls sent back for me years ago. I think he may have even hand delivered these ones from out west somewhere. I can't even remember. Maybe these are Florida. I can't remember. I could look it up, but I know it's going to be good. The Untapped rating I think was like 4.3, so why not? Crack her open though. It smells really good. You can get a good pour. Big 32-ounce crowler fill, fresh from the not from the brewery, but from the tap room, I guess you would call it, the tap house, wherever. My local liquor store. She's looking thick, boy. Smells juicy indeed. Nice WeldWorks. Been a while since I've had a nice strong IPA. Last couple times I've been out anywhere that had IPAs, I didn't even drink them. Last brewery I was at, SPG says, but the last brewery that I was at, they had a lime beer, and I was really digging it. I drank quite a few of those. Got a nice retention on this head here. She's thick, man. Smells great. What up, Off the Scene Pixel fan? What's happening? I've been seeing a lot of your posts on there the last week or so. I've been slapping the like button there, Off the Scene Pixel fan. Always posting on something, sharing something and whatnot. It's pretty cool vibes. So we should get two nice tall glasses out of this can. Kind of sucked that they didn't have the labels, but I already had the lady pour the shit up before I realized they didn't have a label for it. I mean, you can see they wrote out a hand one, but normally they have a sticker. I mean, you guys have seen me get these before. Normally it'll have a blue sticker, but nope. All right, should be good enough to give her a little taste testing. Fill her up a little more. I want to try it. Oop, I spilled a couple drops. I want to try to get it to be 2 glasses here. It might end up being a little bit more than that. Yeah, she's got great color to it. Super thick. I don't see any juicy bits rolling around in there though. That's good. It smells super citrusy. Yeah, it smells great. It smells like an awesome flavored IPA. It's definitely a New England style IPA, but it sounded good, so I got it. Normally I'll drink as clean as you can get of a double IPA. I like my beer to be clear, but this is a big, thick, juicy girl. Yeah, that's fantastic. WeldWorks does not disappoint. I'm going to stick it in the cool box for a little bit, though. I don't know, will that fit right there? It's not gonna fit in the freezer. I've had it for a few. It'll come right off the tap, so it's not the coldest. But that ain't bad when you're looking for flavor. It is definitely exceptionally nice. Oh, definitely just citrus notes up front. It's got like a little bit of a stone fruit or something. Maybe like a passion fruit type of vibe too. But it is just delicious. Nice thick one too. Yeah, WeldWorks, they make some killer, can't talk. WeldWorks makes some killer beers, man. Let me look real quick and see where they're out of. I'll bring it up and see. I should know. I want to say they're out of Colorado, but I could be wrong. That was not what I put in. Let's see. WeldWorks. Greeley, Colorado. I was right. Sometimes you know. I do know quite a lot of beer knowledge. But it's been a while, quite a while since I've had this brew. So I don't think I actually had this version of it. I think I had a variation, which was called Bloody Bits. I would have to ask my my source. I'd have to ask my beer plug. I did bring along a little bit of a snack as well. Little Takis Hot Nuts. Shout out to Big CA. I know he loves these. But the flare ones are not nearly as hot, but the lime on them, they're fucking good. I got to get one in. I was going to wait until after this beer, but I just love these things. So it's a nut, but it's got like a crunchy corn coating around it. Oh yeah. That's the fire. They're my favorite snack, man. Takis Hot Nuts. These aren't spicy at all. They're like the lime ones. You eat the whole bag, you might get a little bit of heat. They don't even have that great of flavor. It's that crunch, man. There ain't nothing else like them. It's like a combination of a peanut and a corn nut. I don't know if you guys have ever had a corn nut. But for me, like, corn nuts are way too hard. You'll fuck your teeth up trying to eat them things. This is like the perfect combo. And slap a little bit of some, it's basically got like tahini on the outside of it. It's the way I'd put it. It's like a lime thing. If you've ever had the Takis Flair flavor, you know what I'm talking about. It's like their chili lime. Good stuff, man. They have the Fuego Hot Nuts as well. And they are very nice too. But they got a little bit of heat on them. The Fuego. Alright. Get in on some more of this beer. Oh yeah, it's fucking delicious, man. I'm not one for the New England IPAs, but I do remember having these before. And everything from WeldWorks that I had, even though it was like New Englandy, is very like on point citrusy and like not muddled in a bunch of yeasty bullshit like you get from a lot of beers. It's quite a lot of breweries that are like that. Let's see, I got a text from the wife. And that's it. She asked me, well, if we had a delivery today and it had rained, she asked if the stuff got rained on or not. Yeah, I don't think that it got rained on too much, but the one parcel was a bit wet. But it was in a plastic bag, so I don't think it's going to be hurt none. Oh yeah, it's good. Deliciosos. It's such a tasty brew, man. WeldWorks makes one hell of a good beer. Let me grab the rest and pour her up. Oh, wrong one. Oh yeah. Get the rest of this in here. It's tasting delicious. Nice IPA for a change, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad that I did it. This bad boy was $16 for 32 ounces, fresh on the tap. They put the seal on it right there in front of me. It comes with none of this is on there. It just comes with it wide open. And they fill it up until it's like overflowing, and then they take the cap part, and when they put the cap on, it pushes all the foam and the beer like out of the edge. And then they roll the edge, they roll that brim over, put a label on it, and send you home. That's called a crowler, not a growler, a crowler. So it's a can instead of a growler. And a growler is 64 ounces, a howler is 32. These are a crowler, which is a 32 ounce freshly filled can. And the preferred method, because you don't have to worry about ever bringing anything with you. In the place that I get mine from, they guarantee them to say the beer to say fresh and carbonated for 30 days from when they did it. But the girl did not put a date on it, but she knew I was going to go drink it right now. But they usually do date all of their stuff. Steve D says Crowley from Supernatural, huh? Mr. Crowley from Ozzy Osbourne. Mr. Crowley. You guys don't remember that one? They call me Mr. Well, there's another one that call me Mr. Tinker Train, and then there's one that's called Mr. Crowley. He's got a bunch of real weird old songs, man. Everybody knows him for biting bats, but if you listen to some of the lyrics of some of his old songs are pretty fucking out there, man. What's that one? Fairies Wear Boots. Yeah, that one's pretty crazy song. Fairies wear boots, and I can't remember the lyrics, but it's something like, oh, he's seen them. He's seen the fairies wearing boots, man. Fairies and boots, boots and fairies. This is a great, delicious beer, right out of the Crowley. This one filled up a little bit better. Oh yes. Yes, that is good. I don't think I've ever really followed that Supernatural show. I know what you're talking about though. I watched that Angel and like Buffy and shit like way back in the day, but I was like fucking young then, man. Shit. Those are old shows, but yeah, I always liked that Angel. What was the other one? I always laughed. That Charmed with all them chicks. I think at some point, I think like back in the day, they connected a bunch of them shows together. I don't know. I never followed all of them enough to know like which shows were connected, but I know they did indeed run a bunch of them. I might get on the Discord after this. What do you want to? I can jump in Supers. What time are you thinking there, Steve? I might jump in. That's usually what I do is fuck around a little bit. The last time I went in, nobody was getting on. People were chatting and talking, but nobody was getting on the VC until much later. But, yeah, I'll probably do that. Probably run a little VC, and maybe I'll stop into a couple different Discords and hang out. Maybe have a beer. Wow, gosh, this is good. Very good, man. I measured my beard the other day. How long do you guys think the beard is? How many inches? I think it was on CA's Live maybe last night, or yeah, it might have been last night or Friday. I was measuring it. This shit's long, brother. It's long. It's longer than what I thought it was. I pulled one hair out of it that was over 6 inches long when I like stretched it out. So yeah, that's pretty long, man. 6 inches is huge. That was a good one. But yeah, it's my beard's getting fucking long, boys. That's probably as long as I've ever had it. So, I mean, I don't think it's ever been longer. I would love for it to get about 12 inches long. Up down to there. I don't know if I'm going to cut it for a while, man. I've been thinking might as well just grow it out. At least grow it out once. And I'd be like, yeah, in my early 30s, I grew it out once, about 30 inches worth of beard. And I cut it all off. Just left the mustache. That's probably what I'll do. I'm gonna grow the beard out as long as I can, as long as it keeps growing to length. So I'm getting past like the last few months, like you start getting all this shit up in here, and it gets all wonky. So you gotta get that shit growing, you know. Starting to get a little bit down here. It needs to be professionally trimmed. Been thinking about that too. I might try to find like a barber that'll trim the beard hair, get all up in the neck, because some of it down here under the neck needs to be done. I can't. How am I supposed to see through all this to get down in there? Get rid of all that shit, you know? I don't know. I guess get a double mirror it back and forth, or hire somebody else to do it. Which I know that's back in the day, that's what everybody used to do. And I think that's what a lot of people do now is get it done. I mean, working your mustache and whatnot, that's pretty easy. You can see all that. It's pretty easy to see. But there's beard hair down here and stuff that I can't see. Back around in here and stuff, like I can't. You know, what am I going to hold up? Try to hold a mirror behind me and look in another mirror, and that shit don't work when you got glasses, man. Because then you start getting reflections and glares and all that business. I'm just gonna hire somebody. Does anybody know? Anybody got a number I can call? 1-800 get your beard trimmed up nice. That's a nice little drink there. I'll tell you what. I'm glad that I got the WeldWorks. I was gonna try to get something real simple, and I was like, man, that beer looks really good. And it's got a good price on it. And old Redneck works up at the store there. He's a big Twitter guy, man. He's all over Twitter. Nicholas Petish, he's a big Twitter guy. He does videos and stuff. All of his stuff's on Twitter though. Let me see if I can think of his like tagline, like his catchphrase, beer that doesn't suck. And that's something that he's always said is like, instead of saying, oh yeah, I like that one or I enjoy that one, he would say, you know, this beer doesn't suck, but that one over there, that one sucks, but this one doesn't suck. It's just a funny way. Cool guy, man. I've known them guys for years, man. Where I get beer from, like craft beer, where I get like the liquor store that I go to, it's the spot. It's a vibe. Whoa, we got 8 up in the house today. Let's go. We'll probably run maybe another 10, 15 more minutes. We got us a nice little live going here. Skoden! Did I miss the dance off? Well, I didn't take my pants off yet, so it's not a dance off. It's gonna be a get lit Scody pants off dance off. We're having us a nice IPA here. For anybody that joined recently, I'll try to. There's a lot of glare there. The 32 ounce can filled today. You know, 32 ounce. Look at the size of the comparison, thickness wise. You know, 32 ounce IPA. WeldWorks 6.7%. Juicy Bits New England IPA. Super, super good. Out of Greeley, Colorado. We looked it up. Twerking hour. Been twerking for an hour. I've been off work for about an hour and a half. I ain't twerked once yet, but I'm twerking the beer right down my throat. So my tongue does all the twerk. Yow! What up, Shelly? We got all the rest of this is all poured up, like I said. We already ate some of the hot nuts. You didn't, Scotty, you didn't miss the hot nuts, that's for sure. What's good in the hood, Playboy? Not much, man. We're doing another one of these live VODs that's going to be left up with a little bit of drinking and talking and enjoyment, you know. Out here trying to get some watch time up, you know. After this, go back and watch some of these VODs 2 or 3 times, guys. Whatever you can do. I mean, I literally, at the beginning, well, like mid-July, I realized, oh, my watch time has went down to literally 3 hours in a year. Because shorts do not count for watch time, so you boys basically back to square one on the YouTube stuff. Nice, bro. 2 birds with 1 stone, live and upload. Good idea. You know, just chill vibes. This is what I've been doing the last couple weeks here. You know, there's a bunch of these VODs up, Shelly. Go back and check them out. It's been a good time. We've had, there's a bunch of them been malt liquors and 40s, and they've been good. This is the first IPA. We usually keep them 30 minutes or less, so just because anybody that wants to go back and watch an old VOD, nobody's going to watch a video that's longer than 30 minutes. This has been a long one, but that's because it's an IPA. So we need to be finishing her up. God, it's so good. It's like, I'm flabbergasted of how good it is. Bodie, I love the long videos. Nice, Bodie. What's up, Bodie? Yeah, so we're trying to get a little bit of some more long form content, and you know, so there's one thing to go live for about like 2 or 3 hours, and then only the people that are there at that time can see it. But if you run like a 30-minute live and leave the VOD up, people can come back later and check the stuff out. So, you know, it's different. Whatever happened to Daryl Brickhouse and JL and Staniel? I'm not sure about JL and Staniel, but Daryl Brickhouse, I haven't heard that name in a minute. I mean, it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure I'm still subscribed to him, unless he like deleted his shit or something. Now that you mentioned that name, I haven't seen no posts or any notifications from him for a while. But, yeah, he was always pretty cool, Daryl Brickhouse. Pretty young guy. JL and Staniel, I don't know, man. They don't come around no more, man. They used to be the homies. We did the challenge videos and everything. And JL was one of the boys. But I don't know, I haven't seen him around any of my stuff or any of my homies' stuff or anything for a long time. You still golfing? Yeah, Scotty, I still golf, but if you guys remember, I had that pinky injury where my pinky's all fucked up. So whenever I smack balls now, I get a real bad stinger in my pinky. So it's been hard to play for the last couple of years, but I was gonna go this past weekend, but my one golfing buddy's got a blowed out shoulder. Send it, Kyle. What's up, bro? Where y'all at, man? Everybody's starting to show up out of here. We're just drinking a little drinking. But, no, I can still hit, but like I said, my drinking buddy, or not my drinking buddy, my golfing buddy. We actually went and hung out this past weekend. We went Quaker Steak and Lube and had a couple brews and a little meal because we couldn't go golfing because his shoulder's all jacked up. Just chilling on some D4, seeing you as live. All right, nice, Kyle. Yeah, we're just doing a little IPA action here. We could do a little bonus action. If anybody wants to see a little bonus, we got about 5 more minutes left on the 30-minute VOD. But we could do a little bonus action. I don't think I've ever even done what I have is a 16-ounce bottle, but they're aluminum bottles. And anybody, I've said this many times, I bet you Skoden is probably the only one that's seen me do an aluminum bottle shotgun. There's not many people out there ever done an aluminum bottle shotgun. But I'd do one of those for $5 for the boys and leave it on the VOD. That's about it. Usually these are the short VOD videos, you know, just to promote the channel, you know. We out here. You guys always come through with the love. McFluffy Doobs! Do it for the boys. Or the ladies, or the men's, or the girls, and them and theys. Big Ro. Cheers, bro, checking in. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Everybody stopping by. Ibble kabibble. There we go. Ah, that's a good beer. Good old Weldworks. Oh, fucking SBG with the fiver. So I guess we'll send it off. We'll finish this and we'll do the send off. Yo, I'm a meat popsicle. I love meat. Drew Ball, this my dude for real? Shit. Bro, this is Weldworks. We're drinking a Weldworks Juicy Bits. I don't know if you've been here all along, but yeah, with big shout out to my boy. That's the plug right there. I was saying the last time I got this, any Weldworks brews was from D Balls himself. That's pretty cool. Old Drew Ball. Andy Ballslinger in the house. But yeah, about to finish this one off. We've got a little dono path coming up. Cindy for the boys says, we out here? Yeah, we out here. We only got about a minute and a half left, so I gotta finish this one, and we gotta do a Cindy for the boys. Yeah, give them a little taste of it. All right, we'll be right back. I gotta get a cutter. Gotta get some type of knife. I'll probably just use one of these. We'll just use one of these over here. Oh, I got something for you. Oh no, that ain't gonna work. I gotta have a very sharp knife to do one of these. We'll use a kitchen knife. I was gonna use a fork because I usually do a fork shotty, but here's for the boys. What happened there? The chat phone died. But, and I said, so you open that. It's different. That's different than normal shotgun. This is gonna be a special one. For those that's been around that knows, this is one of my first videos. One of the first things that I ever did and really pushed on was this stuff, man. Doing different crazy kind of shotguns that people haven't ever seen before. So this is a bottle, right? How do you shotgun a bottle? It did the same thing again. It keeps shutting that off. Huh. Why is that? It's never done that before. All right. Let me finish my talking and see if we can get this a rocking. See if we can get her rocking. What do we got going on here? Chat filter. Wow, that's weird. Did I just do a weird update? Something with the chats going on. All right, guys. So this is going to be an aluminum bottle shotgun. I did a whole series of these. They're not like a regular shotgun. These are fucking thick boys. And you've got to be ready for it. You got to know how to, you got to be able to crank it instead of. Wow. That's a different one. They're different. It's one of a different style. Aluminum bottle shotgun for the boys. Thanks for the sins. All right. Catch me in Discord, guys. We'll be around. Much love. Thanks for the support and being out, yeah. But we got to go. 30 minutes or less.